name is Bill Bradley. I'm an extreme endurance athlete. The topic of today's video is, just by getting in the arena, you're a winner. So I'm up here at the Tuscobia 160 mile run. That's what I just attempted. I'm up at Rice Lake, Wisconsin. The temperature today is minus 14 degrees outside. It hasn't been over zero in the last week up in this area since I've been up here. And anyway, I went out here to attempt the 160 mile run, my first attempt at it in northern Wisconsin. I think it's pretty close to the Canadian border, Rice Lake. It's a really badass race. And I got knocked out. I got exposed to a stomach bug before. My buddy told me there was a stomach bug going around up in International Falls where I was at. Like he had it the week before. I got exposed to it. I was probably pressuring myself a little bit too much to have to finish this race, so I kind of brought my immune system down. I also think that I might have been running around a little too much at the very end, getting my food together, getting the last minute organizing stuff together that put some stress on me also, that probably made me susceptible to that bug. But I woke up in the morning and I had a big wet spot around me on the bed, which I checked to make sure it wasn't pee. Maybe in my drinking days it might have been pee, but it was like sweat. I broke some sort of sweat, which my friend told me that, I thought that was like the end of something, when you get that. I don't know. I haven't had it that much in my life, but he said it's the beginning of getting some sort of a bug. And anyway, when I started the race, I was like probably about 2 minutes a mile slower than I thought I would have been, which means I was like the same speed I was last year and the year before, even though I had done, at Arrowhead I'm talking, even though I'd done all this extra training and lost 30 pounds of weight and had really worked on, my sled was 5 pounds lighter and just nothing made sense. And anyway, I got out to like 45 miles and actually like 44, actually just over 40 miles. And I started throwing up like waves of throw up. I had 3 big waves of throwing up absolutely everything in my stomach. And then you get yourself so depleted that you're so cold, it was, I don't know what it was, like -7, and it felt like it was I was shocked when they told me it was only -7 because I thought it was like -35 or something. I was so cold, I was shivering, and I basically I was so depleted and so cold and I knew my race was done. You know what I mean? That when I got that sick, and I finally had to flag a car down to drive me the last 3/4 of a mile to the aid station. To the rest stop up there, because it would have took me like another hour, and I was just so cold, man. It was like, I was beyond cooked. And yeah. Anyway, and I ended up having a drop at 45 miles, or 44 miles, the instant thing you feel when you're out of the race and you sit in front of that fireplace is relief that all the pain and agony is over. But then as soon as that passes, you're in mental agony. You just, for me, you're just really bummed. I did a lot of work. I did all the physical training. I couldn't have done any more physical training. I think there's a little bit more prep work I could do better. That I will do for Arrowhead, a little bit more visualization I will do for Arrowhead of finishing. But as far as the physical work goes, it would have been impossible for me to do any more. I maxed it out the last 4 weeks before I came. I was doing 25 hours of training a week. Gave everything I had, dropped, 30 pounds in weight on my body, dropped 5 pounds off my sled in weight. And everything I could have done physically, I did. Organized, way more organized. Everything went way smoother, and I still didn't finish. You know what I mean? I just didn't finish. And you know, and I went when I went to stop by the office yesterday just to thank them for, you know, their help and everything. And the guy came up and he says, well, how'd you do? And I said, well, you know, I only made it like 44 miles. And he says, no, you're a winner. You're a winner, man. You started. You started, man. That's a winner, man. You started. And he's telling the truth, man, because when we started that race and I looked at those people, because it was only the 160-mile runners starting, all on foot, you know, all dragging a sled. And I thought, what an honor to be with these people out here. And you had to qualify for this. This wasn't when anybody off the street could come in. You had to qualify to get in this thing. I mean, he doesn't want anybody out there dying. And so he, you know, was all qualified. The race started, was minus 17 degrees. And I just thought, what an honor to be in the arena with these people. What an honor, man. That's what I thought, because these are some of the most badass people on earth, and I'm in the arena with them. And that guy, he made me feel better that I was out there, even though I got sick and I didn't finish, and I was very disappointed in it. But it was an honor to be out there. And I did feel like everybody who started that race, including myself, was a winner just for starting such a hard race. I mean, it was like minus, I don't know what it was, minus 17 degrees at the start. Never went over zero the whole time I was out there. Like I said, there's still racers, I think, out there finishing today. It'll be the last day of the race, I think. And it's still like minus 17. It's never been over zero. So just an honor to be out there. And just an honor to be out there with all those winners who had the courage to start a race like this. It's so extreme. Whether you finish or not, you are a winner. That's what I'm sticking with, and that's what I'm telling myself today. And I'll learn from it, and I'll be out there at Arrowhead much smarter, man. Well, I was close. Just a little bit less pressure on myself and a few tweaks here and there, and I'll be ready to finish Arrowhead, and I'll be healthy. Anyway, so yeah, just get in the arena and you're a winner. Anyway, if you want to contact me, you can email me at epicbillbradley@gmail.com. Thank you very much.